Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
This episode is brought to you by FairDesk, a crypto derivatives trading platform founded by 6 former Binance execs and 3 former Morgan Stanley architects. FairDesk is a company focused on building a platform that enables traders to profit from both rising and falling markets. Sign up today and CB will credit you up to $600 in trading funds. For more information, visit fairdesk.com, link in the description below.
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. Hope everyone's doing well out there tonight, today, tomorrow. Let's go ahead and look a couple shots for him out here, baby. Let's hit a couple shots. We've got Fino in the building. KJK said, Alex Jones ordered to pay $1 billion. Are you serious? Have to look into that. Maybe I'll cover that in tomorrow's video. We got a lot to cover in today's video for sure. Thank you for that info. If it is true, Wisdom Bars, one of my premium YouTube members, you will get, Mr. Wisdom Bars, a nice exclusive interview with Ted Seidel later this evening, probably later tonight, late tonight, Eastern Standard Time. Had an excellent conversation. I'll just throw it up there uncut. You guys will surely enjoy it. He is, or was, I should say, the biggest whistleblower in history. He's won over $75 million from exposing various pension funds, agencies, and all that. So definitely a good conversation. I love, catching up with that guy. Mr. B said, good evening, good people, and CB. Same back to you, Mr. B. Red River is in the building. Amazing how notifications don't work. Of course they don't. Not for this type of content, baby. Doing it live, Mr. Minho. Doing it live, my brother from across the pond. Thank you for tuning in. Wow, 965 million he's done. That is financial suicide, right? Happy Wednesday to everyone. Yes, it is hump day, bruv. Is Bitcoin ready for a short squeeze soon? It is looking like it, man. I'm really surprised. It's not just Bitcoin. Maybe we'll talk about the CPI numbers really quickly at the beginning. The market has it wrong, and it may pump, and it has been crawling up today, but it's got it totally wrong. Tomorrow's numbers are going to be, if anything looks like the PPI numbers, CPI numbers should be very inflated, and maybe that'll be the nail in the coffin for the markets to finally realize what the hell is going on. So Jason, yes, tomorrow those numbers, that is going to be a big day for us. Brokoshi is in the building. What's going on, my G? What's up, Will45? So hope you guys are doing well. We're going down like Mary Jane. Yeah, right, exactly. Hope everyone's doing well again today, and welcome to another episode. Let's get right into it. Of course, got to shield my shit. That is Bloodalytics.com. Check it out if you want to join. Getting people joining on a constant basis. Hey, I can't really show you where we are right now because we're still in the middle of these positions. Markets have been going just straight sideways. No real decision making going on, no real direction. But when the direction is made, we are there before most, and we catch those big moves for sure. So hopefully tomorrow you'll see, those who are in the Bloodalytics system will see some huge gains if we get some momentum. We should, though. I think it's building up. I really do. Want to take a look at the charts, man. This is just crazy. So I mean, technically, I'm going to be honest with you. Technically, looking at things, we have broken this crackhead pennant that I hand drew. Let's go ahead and delete this and actually do a real one really quickly. While I have you guys, while I have your attention, let's see if I can make that happen. So I would say from here to... okay, well, let's just go with this one right here. We've kind of technically broken the wedge. And this line goes like from here all the way back. I was just kind of giving you, because we touched here, and it goes all the way back here to this area. But not a great one. You can do like a rising wedge pattern here. Like that. That's more like it. Okay. So we possibly should, but we broke out of it is what I'm saying. in short order, we broke out of this wedge, rising wedge. We didn't see a break downward. So that is technically bullish, slightly bullish, at least up until we hit the top of this or bottom of this trading range we've been having problems getting above or back into 19,529 bucks. Just to go ahead and round it off, 19,500. I don't know, man. Unless we jump up there before the CPI numbers tomorrow, I don't see us really going up that high. We will have to make it there before the CPI numbers to maybe then come back down. Markets sometimes like to move in the opposite direction a day or so prior to major news. So we will have to see. We got J Soul in the building with his, looks like a Nissan Z28. What is that? I forgot what those were called. I used to like those cars right there. That was a dope car. Red River says, quote unquote, experts say tomorrow's upside is 2% and downside is 5%. Gotcha. Kyle is in the building. What's going on with you, fam? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. But yeah, it's perplexing because, ladies and gentlemen, today's numbers. Okay, now we're in the red. That's interesting. So we closed in the red slightly. The futures were up heavily before the actual numbers came out. The PPI numbers, which I showed you guys here, were coming out. This is let's see, let me do a refresh. Wednesday, PPI month to month 0.4%. They were expecting 0.2%. So that is inflation. That's hot. That is hot, ladies and gentlemen. Good news is bad news, and bad news is good news. So this being bad news, I mean, it's good news, right? The economy is doing well, but it's actually bad news because the Fed wants to cool the economy down. So this is bad news in this perverted upside down world we're in right now. So that should have been very bearish for the markets, but it didn't. Stock market did well all up until the close, and it barely closed in the red. I don't know what the hell the markets are thinking. They're definitely not thinking correctly, and it will be corrected tomorrow. If this is any indication, this meaning the PPI numbers are any indication of what we have tomorrow going on Thursday, which are those CPI numbers, ladies and gents. Let me look a shot for that one. CPI month to month, CPI year to year, and core CPI month to month. Unemployment claims as well tomorrow. So we got a slew of data coming out at 8:30 tomorrow. It should get cracking for sure. It's going to be a catalyst, Mr. Seba, either down or up. Doesn't matter. I just need some type of catalyst. I need some ignition under this boring ass market. So we should see something. What's going on, Mr. Richie JR? MJR is in the building. Calvin 3X is in the building as well. Yes, please smash those like buttons for me. I need your help as always, because you guys know that algorithm doesn't like CBTV. So give it a smack. Give it a smiggity smack. Maybe even smack it 3 times. Smack it, unsmack it, and then smack it again. Alright? We'll greatly appreciate that. So yeah, tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow's a big day. I think the futures were actually, I was watching earlier this morning, futures are up like 150 points on Dow. So we opened 150 up, came down as the news came out for PPI. Then we started to rally up again. And then I guess the Fed minutes came out. I was in the middle of doing a crazy dope interview or kicking a session, whatever you want to call it, with Rice TVS X. That's my main man, Chris Rice. We're doing some uncensored content that he will be putting on his Patreon account. Man, some great content. So go check it out if you guys are interested. But yeah, all over the place today, ladies and gents. All over the place. Red River said the catalyst for upside is that last month's CPI, which was expected to be lower, was an anomaly. I have no idea what's going to happen. Yeah, I have no idea either. Watch those core CPI services, or at least I am. Bart Simpson charts all day. Almost, man. I remember those Bart Simpson days of BitMEX was causing all types of Bart Simpsons in the crypto markets. Definitely had the game rigged up for sure. Get over to Fairdesk. That is where I trade. That is where you should be trading. Whether you're with Bloodalytics or not, they are great, ladies and gents. And I'm telling you, I'm not just telling you because they're a sponsor of the show or the channel, but they literally are a great exchange. That's why I picked them to be a sponsor of the channel. So check those guys out. They have, I'll give you up to $600 in deposit bonuses. They give like 4% return on your first deposit. It's all types of stuff they do over there with fairdesk.com. They also have trading contests, some Arena V2. I'm not really familiar with that part. I don't do the games and stuff like that. I just trade over there to make some moolah. So fairdesk.com, I have a link in the description below. If you do sign up using that link below, well, guess what? I've got a special steep discount for you to sign up with Bloodalytics. So sign up, send me your UID number, and I will get you a nice discount. I got some mixture of types of content or news articles we're going to touch today. Some of them are very sensitive, and I really can't go in depth. I'm just going to read the headline and have you guys have the conversation in the chat room, because man, let's just kick it off. I want to kick it off with a non-crypto article for today out of Zero Hedge. Bada boom, bada bing. What do you know? Pfizer exec admits under oath that they never tested the vacation against transmission. What do you know? Ain't that something? Never tested it against transmission. So yeah, there you have it. Yeah, you guys let me know how you feel about that in the comments in the chat room right now. Let me know. This is a Twitter guy, Rob Roos. Hope I'm saying that correctly. In a COVID hearing, you know who? Director admits the vacation was never tested on preventing transmission. Wow. So it was all you know what? An L. As far as that narrative right there. As far as that highlighted area right there. It was all an L, ladies and gentlemen. All an L. SEBA said, can't see a higher than expected PPI and a lower than expected CPI. Sellers, exactly. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Good observation there, SEBA. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't be the first time. No doubt. No doubt. Hey, it's not funny, bro. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm kind of laughing with you because it's unfortunate because many people here in America, for their livelihood, they had to do it. They had to go on vacation. They had to go on vacation. Thank God I didn't have to. But I know people that did. And I know people who actually quit because they refused to do it. So kudos to those who, I mean, for both, man. You got to take care of your family. And then kudos to those who said, hey, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. And today, Moderna announced they are looking at bringing mRNA. Yeah, no, I heard that. That's good news. That's a good cancer vaccine coming. That's good news. That's good news. I would need to see some trials and some data behind it, just like I would have liked to see some for the other vacation. That's all I was saying. I'm not an anti-vacation person. I love going on vacation. My kids go on vacation. My family's we go on vacation. But hey, I need some substantive examples, trials, XYZ for a period of time to help me be comfortable going on vacation. Sean C in the building. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Never got that, but my fam did. Got super with it. Super jiggy with it. Nah. Kyle said, yeah, I don't regret not taking it, but my whole family did. I hear you, man. Yeah. Listen. It's no shaming on going on vacation. Not over here. It should be your right to go on vacation or not to go on vacation. That's all I've been saying the whole time. It should be your right. Your body, right? You should be able to go on vacation when you want to. Bro Koshi said, I was laughing when I typed it in, man. I was in the military for 20 years, so I'm used to, man. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Jason Mack said, yep, went to Hawaii on vacay, and they said if you were coming back. See, I understand, man. I mean, what do you do in that situation? What do you do? Yeah, I hear you, ill Cryptmatic. I hear you. I hear you, man. Sean C said, unfortunately, I had to go on vacation for work. I'm not in the financial. I hear you, bro. I know a lot of people in that situation too, man. So don't. I am empathetic with you, my friend. Right. That too. Never wore, never got, never had a vacation, man. You need to go on vacation, man. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, man. I got it 3 times. At minimum 3. Rice. Yes, if you're watching Rice gave it to me. And I don't know if he gave it to me, but we were around a group of people in Miami, and all of us got sick. This was, when was this, man? Earlier this year. Or may have been last year. I don't know. It all blends together. But he got back home, and he was so sick. He got the test, and sure enough, he had it. And I'm like, yep, I had it. But you know what's interesting? Each time I got it, because I got it early in May of 2021. No, 2020. I got it early in May of 2020. And it was horrible. But every time after, it got less of it, it was less of a severity of it, and less and less and less, and to the point where, I don't think it's much of an issue anymore for me. CryptoCat says, no vacation for me either. I hear you, man. Either way, man, I'm not shaming. You should be able to go on vacation, and you should be able to not go on vacation. It's up to you. So, yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that came across the wire, and I thought that was hilarious. Boy, oh boy, the times we live in. Let's take a look at what blockchain.com is up to. They win the Singapore license. They are one of 2. So Coinbase also was awarded the license, and this license is called the Digital Payment Token License. Okay, and it is issued by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Blockchain.com will become only the 18th crypto firm to operate in Singapore out of roughly 108 who have applied for the payments license since 2020. So there's a 10% hit rate there. That's very low. So that is something to be celebrating about. And they did put this out on their blog, their Medium blog post, about them receiving an in-principle approval from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. So you're going to start seeing more and more companies do this and move away from countries like the U.S. if the SEC or whoever, the 80 different agencies that want to have regulatory reign over crypto, if they don't get their act together. Blockchain.com include a provisional approval to operate in Dubai as well. So that's what's up, man. I want to highlight that positive news there. Let's take a look at Valkyrie. The Valkyrie Fund, they are liquidating one of their Bitcoin-related ETFs. And this will be done by the end of October. Now, they have multiple ETFs. And I don't know what happened to my highlights here, but I had some things highlighted here, so I have to kind of go through this as we scroll through. So the Valkyrie Fund is a major cryptocurrency fund manager in the United States, but they will be soon liquidating one of their exchange-traded funds. So they announced this yesterday that they plan to close their balance sheet opportunities ETF. Now, this is the funny thing about this. First of all, why are we indirectly buying cryptos through ETFs, through grayscale funds, that's the whole like, it just does not make any sense. That's how you know we're so early, because they're still trying to do the same trickery tactics that they did in Wall Street 2.0 as they're trying to do in Wall Street 3.0. It's no point. Just hold the asset. There's literally no, like, I don't understand. I just simply don't understand. The only way I would say some type of basket or ETF is if you wanted to hold different cryptocurrencies and just buy one. But even that, just go buy the cryptos that you want to buy and not buy the ones you don't want to buy. It just, to me, it just does not make any darn sense, ladies and gents. Grit Gang said also there is no test for the vid. Do your research. I think it was all BS. No vid for me. I'm vid free. I hear you, man. I hear you. My company was giving out a nice check if you went on vacation. Makes me wonder how much the company was getting from. Yeah, very true. Very true. No, but we're gonna get into. They have multiple funds, ETF funds, and I'm gonna show you which one it is, because it's good that this one is being liquidated. Okay, the fund they're liquidating, again, they're going to do this by October 31st, but the particular fund, if I can find it, because again I had it highlighted, but now the highlights are gone. The Valkyrie Fund is the one. Okay, it is this one. It's called the Bitcoin Strategy. No, that's not it. That's not it. Let me see. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This soon to be delisted Valkyrie Balance Sheet Opportunities Fund was launched in December of 2021. Guess what this fund was doing? They were offering exposure to securities of U.S. companies with Bitcoin on their balance sheet. You got to be kidding me, man. Are you serious? How does I just don't get it, man. It just makes no sense. Why not just hold Bitcoin? Why not just hold Bitcoin, ladies and gents? I don't understand it. You don't need to go invest in a company that holds Bitcoin. Invest in Bitcoin. Buy it outright. Direct to your neck. Red River said, I personally like the grayscale arbitrage for Bitcoin and Aquarium. Okay, well, to me, there's smoke there. When you have such a big delta, it's suspicious to me. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. But yeah, I just think that people over time, it may take a while, but I think over time people will finally realize you don't need all this buffoonery to have exposure to cryptos. Thank God there's finally an asset class where it's almost, you know what crypto and Bitcoin is really like? It's like a bearer bond. That's really what it is. It's a bearer asset, meaning if it's in your hand, it's in your hand. There is no derivative. You don't have to go here to get it. You don't have to go there to get it. And we're going to talk about the 5 top reasons why Bitcoin is what it is. And these reasons do kind of translate to other cryptocurrencies as well. But we're primarily going to focus on Bitcoin today. And let me know in the comments, what do you think your top 5, or what are your top 5 reasons to hold Bitcoin? Because I would definitely love to know. We're going to go through that in a little while here. But yeah, just ridiculous. Glad they're closing it down. And you know what it is, ladies and gents, I think why I'm so upset about seeing these types of ETFs and Wall Street derivative products that try to leech off of you. And that's what exactly is doing, is leeching off of the unsuspected, the ones that don't understand. All the fees, ETF fees, all that is they're rent seeking or taking away what that little much that you're paying in fees and stuff could have gone to buying more Bitcoin or buying other cryptocurrencies. There's no need to get into those ETFs, in my opinion. Yeah, just buy the crypto yourself. Exactly. Doesn't the grayscale trust premium difference mean we're going lower? I'm not sure. So mining companies are trash, right? No, that's different. Because really, in that instance, you're buying a company for its you should be buying it for its revenue, right? You're kind of like indirectly taking a stake in that revenue, the price of earnings, the earnings in that company. So that's a little different. I could see you buying and why you would want to buy a mining company. Though I wouldn't buy a mining stock, a crypto mining stock, unless they were paying dividends. So I'm really a big proponent of stocks that pay dividends, because if you're buying a stock that doesn't pay a dividend, it really is Wall Street trickery. Okay, they say, you know, it's going to increase in price because of PE ratio and all these formulaic, all that bull, right? But honestly, put your money where your mouth is. If you're a true stock, you should be paying me, a company. I'm a stakeholder. I should be getting a cut of your revenue, of your earnings, directly, not indirectly through stock price. There was a guy that I saw on Peak Prosperity maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, an Asian guy. Cannot remember his name, but he wrote a book on the fallacies of stocks and how really you're being played unless those stocks pay you dividends. And I truly agree with that individual. I'll have to find it and link it to you guys on maybe a future video. But let's see what some of these comments say really quickly. Minho said, Bitcoin is mine. No one can move except me. That's why I love it. I'm with you right there. Correct. Cold storage is the way, but trading it in a self-directed IRA account means no taxes until I touch the money. But guess what, my friend? IRAs are a scam. When have you seen taxes go lower in the future? They're only going to tax us to death. Taxes are only going to go up. They're never going to go down. So you're really holding off to pay taxes, more taxes in the future, in my opinion. That is just my opinion on that. Buying through an ETF is like, I don't want to be a drug dealer, but drug dealers make a lot of money, so I'll invest in one of those. Right, exactly. You're the front man. I'm with you, man. Trustless bearer asset, no permission, borderless, deflationary, transferable, divisionable, durable, immutable. Let's give the clue bomb to that. That's what I'm talking about right there, Jeremy. He just put it, couldn't put it any better. Thought on crypto credit cards, BlockFi and others. I don't think they're actually. Are they actually credit cards or are they debit cards? Let me know. Scarcity, assets in my possession, anonymity, transferability, and freedom. I hear that. I like that. I like that one too. Jeremy, he knocked it out the gate though. He knocked it. He Barry Bonds it, baby. That is spot on right there. Let's go to the next one, guys. This is my favorite company in the whole wide crypto world. Ripple. Yes, Ripple expects an answer, quote unquote, in the SEC case by first half of 2023. I like doing these nowadays. I like covering Ripple nowadays. I like poking fun at my Ripple people because I'm just that type of person. And yes, I'll look like an ass if Ripple wins. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. Crypto blood was wrong. I'm going to go commit. No, I don't care if I'm wrong. Good for you if I'm wrong. I don't own any XRP, so those who do, it will be a very good day for you. No doubt about it. However, Crypto Damus, aka Crypto Blood, has a 99. Hold on. Has a 99.9 hit rate. So you go up against that if you want to. I'm just saying. Jason Mack said, I see SOL had another attack. Yes, I saw that too. Boy, oh boy, man. You can't make this shit up, ladies and gents. 45 watching, 30 likes. We need 15 more. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. Let's get those likes up, ladies and gents. Wisdom Bar says XRP to the moon. Let's effing go. I hear you, bro. Hey, if you got a bag, I want you to get the money. That's all that matters. Got BlockFi credit card. Get rewards with small percentage of Bitcoin each time I use it. Okay, I don't own. I don't know much about the credit cards. I use the debit cards very frequently in there. One with Crypto.com. I've had that one for years, actually, since 2017. A lot of perks with that one. Hey, man, I don't know anything about the credit card one. Do you think the next bull run will be front run before the next halving? No, and thank you for reminding me, Mike. I need to do a video on halvings because I think there's a lot of misconceptions that need to be cleared up on the halving situation, on the halving concept. Because if you look at the numbers, solely on the numbers, look at the stats, Bitcoin, the halvings have less of an impact every time on the price of Bitcoin. It's in the data. It shows it. I'll have to find those charts and we can go through that on one of the episodes. Wisdom Bar says, I got the Fold card and it's decent daily spends for sats and all. Same with the Lolly. Yeah, I heard about the Lolly one and Fold too. I've heard about Fold as well. I've heard about those too. But back to my favorite, SEC. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse expects an quote-unquote answer in the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission suit against his crypto payments company, Ripple Labs, Inc., by the first half of next year. Well, why do you think you're going to have something by the first half of next year? It doesn't matter, because guess what? When it comes down to it, they're going to get in there and they're going to guilty on all accounts, guilty, and you got to pay me a fine too, guilty. That's what's going to happen, ladies and gents. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but your asses is guilty, about as guilty as YSL and the slimes. Y'all boys guilty, boy. I'm trying to tell you. You can't tell me all of this SEC smackdowns we're doing left and right. We got NFTs, Yuga Labs now mixed up in the whole situation. They're just going left and right. I mean, they're just like chopping them down, ladies and gents. And you telling me Ripple, the big one, is just gonna come through unscathed? Nigga, you crazy. Not gonna happen. Anyway, the SEC sued Ripple in 2020. The regulator alleges that Ripple and its top execs misled XRP investors because it failed to register the digital asset as a security and did not provide adequate disclosure. The suit has carried on into late 2022. All right, well, we're gonna read all that. Y'all, you already know all that. I know all my Ripple fans in the building. You already know. I don't have to bore you with the news, but I will surprise you with other news that. Hold on. Guilty. Oh man, I love you guys, man. Guilty as YS mother effing L. All right, so we got Michael B. Are you from the D big dog? Come on, man. You see the hat? Who else wear D hats? 7 Mile, baby, better mile. HP blockchain. Maybe Gary knows he's on his way out, so he's trying to go out with a grand finale. Nah, he believe. I think Garlinghouse actually. Every time I say his name, Garlinghouse, I want to say Garlic House. That's his about. Hey, that's how bad the stock or the crypto. It is a stock. That's how bad Ripple's XRP token is gonna smell with garlic. After that, oh, guilty. I need to do a soundboard. Guilty. But yeah, I think he believes that his company is going to win this suit. I don't think he's trying to exit or anything like that. I really do truly think he believes that he's going to win. CFTC lady was on Bloomberg this morning talking about dispute with SEC over Bitcoin. Awkward. Yeah, I mean, it's just, they got the wires all crossed all over the, man, I don't understand. I really don't understand. They got infighting. Who wants to take Bitcoin? Is it the CFTC? Is it SEC? Is it FINRA? Is it OFAC? Is it the Treasury Department? Who has regulatory control over Bitcoin? If I had to pick a poison pill, it would be CFTC. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I would go CFTC. They would do the closest. They would do the best, or the not best, but the closest justice to Bitcoin. If the SEC does lose, they'll open up another case of allegations in infinite loops until they win. Is that how that works? I'm not sure. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know how that works if they lose a judgment. But they're not. Don't worry about that. It will be one of these. All right? All right. Let's see who else we got here. XRP just got to pay up. Yeah, they're going to pay up. So they're going to pay up. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Okay? These agencies don't do shakedowns for no reason. So they're going to pay. Really, my issue or point of contention with a lot of the XRP people, and again, is Crypto Blood wrong? No. Is the fact that I think the token, that's the problem. I think that token is in big trouble. And this is why they kind of distanced themselves, Ripple did, from the XRP token a while ago. So again, we'll see what happens, and if I'm wrong, I'm right. XRP holders will pay Ripple fines. CFTC sounds like they in competition with the SEC. They are the government, right? That's very true. That's very true. Let's look at this one really quickly. And again, this is another one, ladies and gents, I'm not gonna comment much on. I'm just gonna flash this up here. All right. And you guys get the chattering in the chat room. TikTok bans the term white lives matter. Okay. Next article. Major Russia Germany oil partially shut after leak. Let's leave that up there for you. All right. And then we have Sweden refuses to share results of the Nord Stream pipeline explosion investigation with Russia. Leave that up there for you for a minute. Go figure that. Yeah, this one I'm going to touch on a little bit, because to me this shows us clearly connecting the dots, which is easy, and this is a layup. If Sweden doesn't want to show the results of the Nord Stream pipeline explosion investigation to the alleged party who is to be the cause of it, well, what the hell do you think that means? Because if it showed that Russia didn't do it or did do it, they will surely provide that investigation, right? If it showed that Russia did do it, be like, yeah, here you go, Russia. Here's XYZ. Boom, boom, boom. Bada bing, bada boom. But them just the sheer fact of them not showing lets you know that Russia didn't do it. Duh, right? So, hey man. Red River said TikTok parent company ByteDance announced a music streaming service. Warner Brothers. Yeah, I saw that. Hey man, I'm just trying to connect the dots for, for these people, man. These sheeple. This is ridiculous. On top of, we got footage. Sleepy Joe telling the press that, hey, if Russia invades Ukraine, then you know what we're going to do. He said it. So, I mean, is there really anything to connect the dots with? No, I don't think so. It's all right there for you, homeboy. All right, let's take a look at the 5 examples of Bitcoin's real world utility. HP blockchain says everyone sit in a circle. It's all storytelling at this point. I love it. So 5 examples, guys. Again, I had this stuff highlighted. Oh, it's still there for this one. Bitcoin provides, number 1, neutral, censorship resistant money. Oh man, let's round of applause for that one. Totally agree with this one. And this is actually something that my man from a G perspective talks about all the time on his videos, how Bitcoin is neutral. And I love this about Bitcoin the most. Now, Bitcoin is the most neutral, but there are other cryptocurrencies out there that are, I would say, pseudo-neutral. Much more, so many times more, orders of magnitude more neutral than any fiat currency. Even though you have, like, Ethereum has a foundation. Could the foundation be persuaded, influenced, yada, yada, yada? Yes, to a certain extent, absolutely. But with Bitcoin is the standard. It is the litmus test. It is the high water mark. Whatever adjective or description you want to use, it is that. So this is number 1. And see, and this kind of goes back to our whole CV 919, I should say. Remember when origination theories were once heresy and now largely accepted? Believing in this theory early led to, you know what, from prominent people, including legitimate, respected doctors. You can't censor Bitcoin. Okay? Bitcoin doesn't care. Bitcoin doesn't care about your color of skin. It doesn't care about your political affiliation. Doesn't care what country you're in. Doesn't care if you're a Crip. Doesn't care if you're a Blood. Doesn't care what videos you watch on YouTube. It does not care. Unlike PayPal, who did care, then backstep. Did care, then said it was a mistake. Well, you don't have that problem with Bitcoin. So this is great. This is a great highlight. I truly agree with this for sure. Bitcoin provides neutral, censorship resistant money. Second one, you can take your Bitcoin anywhere without anyone else knowing. This is so true. So we all know, like, your funds are really not in your wallet. Okay, I don't know if you guys know that understand the concept. I'm sure most of you do. Like, when I send funds to a wallet, it's not really on that wallet. That wallet just gives you the key, public and private key, to unlock it on the public ledger that is spread across the entire globe. So everyone has a copy of that ledger, and it's really that copy of the ledger that is basically your public and private key. Is almost like a pointer. Like in programming, you have pointers. You can do a pointer variable. All right, and that variable is not in itself has a value. It just points to a value. So that's all a wallet does. It points to the shared spreadsheet of where your row is on that spreadsheet. That's all it is. So I agree with that. And with that being said, you can have brain wallets. You don't even have to have a hardware wallet. You can have literally a brain wallet and cross borders from Ukraine to Russia, wherever, and have your money on you. You gotta love this technology, ladies and gents. And this is why I just get so sick of the how do I want to put this? The parties out there that are trying to get you to say, hey, keep your Bitcoin with us. We'll keep it safe. And it's basically they're trying to reinvent the fractional reserve system that we have today. And there's no need. Literally, this technology gives us the ability to break loose from fractional reserve systems. I just do not understand why we are falling into the trap at this juncture. Red River Post said it looks like Russia troops will invade Ukraine from Belarus. Last I heard. Oh man, here we go. Sweet baby alien Jesus, we need you to come down right now and disarm those nuclears, please. Number 3, Bitcoin mining and the energy grid are match made in heaven. This one is I never heard this one before. This was an interesting one, to say the least. Like, I thought this may have been the most the most reaching one if you had to pick one. So basically, you're saying in this one that, of course we know that Bitcoin mining requires a lot of energy, right? But miners act as an energy consumer of first and last resort. So essentially, they will always buy or use energy if it's available to them. So what he's saying here is, rather than having to plan for energy demand peaks and troughs, energy producers can simply provide energy without worrying that no one will use it, because a miner will always be there to use it. Long story short, Bitcoin miners stabilize entire energy grids. Don't know enough about this subject to agree with them. It sounds compelling. It sounds right. And it's definitely a viewpoint that I've never heard before. Bitcoin is ushering in new developments and innovation in green energy, and even more importantly, wasted energy. This is the part that I, would definitely agree with. All of the, what do they call it? Burn off, natural gas runoff or whatever. They're starting to capture that runoff and use it as energy to mine. So yes, you can definitely do that, and that is of benefit for sure. My man Seba said, did you just say sweet baby alien Jesus? I sure did. Aliens come from the sky. And I mean, it sounds very, very much like the story of Jesus or Krishna or whoever you want to assign that story to. But yes, I don't know if you ever heard, like, go do some research on, this is nothing new. Aliens have been for many years disarming. I mean, I go back 40, 50 years disarming nukes. I mean, it's a lot of evidence of this. So we need them. We need sweet baby alien Jesus to come on down and disarm, because we are going to mutually destroy each other, which is the most idiotic thing. Like, come on now, man. Bitcoin, number 4, it's open 24/7. Indeed, I love this about Bitcoin in the crypto markets. It trades 24/7. It is open 24/7. There are no bank holidays. There are none of that. I can get my transaction done whenever, however, really quickly. And in comparison to your banking system, wiring fees and such, you can only wire between X and Z, and nothing on the weekend. You can't get anything done on the weekend. With Bitcoin, I can wire a milli to Mr. Wisdom Bars at any time in the night or day. So definitely, Bitcoin has been up 99.99%. And I just need to make an edit here in between this statement here. I will put in there. Let me see if I can do that real quick. I think I know how I can do that real quick. I'm just gonna do this just because we just got some time today. I'm feeling like we got some time today. So let me go ahead and put this in here real quick for you guys, and as you'll see it change on the screen. Let me just make sure the screen is up there so you guys can see this. Okay, you can. So let me change this because they made a typo, or they omitted. They lied by omission. Solana has an uptime, or has an uptime of 0.9999%. Period. There you go. How y'all like that? Solana has an uptime of 0.999%. Now that's fake news for you. That is some fake news for you. Let's see here. World War land. Let's not wish that, bro. I promise you that is not what we want. We do not want World War III. Bitcoin never sleeps. Amen to that. What's the price of Bitcoin in a World War III? 3K? Nah, homie. Nah, I would say, I mean, of course we none of us know, but it may do a like capitulation drop to like $100 or something like that. I mean, $1,000, something like that. Yep, I think it would really crash hard, but that would be the least of your concern, because it would be just a full-on unraveling of all of the derivatives that are now. Of course, we know that, like, the derivatives market in the TradFi system, traditional finance world, is in the quadrillions, but a lot of that may be balanced, right? What are the derivatives that aren't balanced? How much of that is a real exposure? I don't know, but it would be, pension funds would fail. I just think it would be way more of an issue in the TradFi, which really translates into real world disruptions, financial disruptions, than anything else. So I think it'll be a huge dip, 1K, sub 1K, something like that. And then the Federal Reserve and all banks across the world will come in with the quantitative easing of all quantitative easings and sprinkle a little bit of Larry salt all over the world, and boy, off to the races. Bitcoin will go to $1 million. In my opinion. I sent some money to my brokerage on Friday through ACH and it still hasn't settled. Oh, wow. That's crazy, bro. Let's not conflate Bitcoin's price with Bitcoin's value. Very true. I love that. Jeremy's been hitting it hard tonight. Pause. No, pause. Exxon uses natural gas burn off to mine Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. So long as it has an uptime like heads or tails. Less than that, bro. Heads or tails is almost 50-50. I can't remember what mathematician did. There's some math experiment. They did a heads or tails, and it's just about 50-50, but one is more than the other. It's time to hit those likes. Yes, 53 people in the building. Please take the time to jump on stage and go over there to Chris Rock and tell him, keep my wife's name out your mother mouth, and smack those like buttons for me, please, ladies and gents, please. So Voice Crypto said, does Bitcoin have value in a world war? That's a good comeback, Voice Crypto. It's a good comeback, because if the electrical grids are down, no. You know what does? I know you guys hate to hear this. Cash, physical cash. We talked about this the other day. Even gold wouldn't have as much value as physical cash, because most people don't know what a troy ounce of gold is really worth at today's price, which today's price is very suppressed in itself. In of itself, it's very suppressed. So no, even troy ounces of gold or micro ounces of gold. Good googly moogly. You know what I mean. Those won't even have the correct perceived value. But a $20 bill, a $100 bill, a $50 bill, a $5 bill, those denominations are known and understood. And commerce could continue. So cash, duffel bag, big Louis bag of money like the rappers do. Okay, get you a big Louis, or even Goyard, if you're a little bit more fancy. Stuff it in $100. Don't do $100 bills. Do smaller denominated bills, 5s, 10s, 50s, 20s, and you'll be Gucci. Government is already talking about the draft again, by the way. Thank God I'm just about old enough not to be up in that bit. Bitcoin removes the government from your money. So yeah, Bitcoin will have value when governments are at war. Okay. No cash machines or banks during a war. Look at Ukraine. Bitcoin was being used to purchase goods. Yeah, but that's a normal war. What about a nuclear war? A lot different. Water is king during Mad Max. Yes, water, guns, food, cash. Did not list Bitcoin. Did not list stocks. Did not list anything else. That is what you need. Having at least an ounce of gold is not a bad idea, because you could be in a situation where you need something and everyone has cash, but the seller doesn't want cash. Yeah, but I don't know if that's ever... I don't see that being a realistic scenario, Red River. Dirty fiat goes a long way when washed with your laundry. That's hilarious. Damn, you brought out the googly moogly. Yeah, it's serious stuff right there, brother. Basic needs will always have value in a barter economy situation. Right. Rappers really the apocalyptic future. Jewelry, money, guns, drugs. Man, you guys are funny. KJK, the drug and prostitution market has never gone down in history ever. It will be on a nuke situation. You don't want no radioactive coochie now, boy. I'm telling you that boy. Alright, so back to this. Number 5, micropayments and the ease of internet commerce. Yes, I like this. Commerce occurs on the internet rather then meet space more and more. What? I don't know what they meant by that. As the years go by. So I really like the aspect of micropayments with cryptocurrencies, in particular, specifically Bitcoin. I think, the creation of Bitcoin. I remember back in the day when I got into crypto, micropayments was a huge point, a topic that we would bring up in the community, because we know that like your Visa and MasterCards can't do micropayments because infrastructurally they're rent seeking off every transaction. It's gotten to a point where it's like 30 cents per transaction, 40 cents per transaction. They can't do a micropayment for $1, or if they do, it's useless. It's no point. And so it's like 30 cents per transaction, then 1% of the transaction, 2% of the transaction, 3% of the, actually I think it's like 3% of the transaction, which is crazy. So yes, micropayments are excellent for very small recurring payments. Great use. And in addition to that, I remember when I started accepting Bitcoin back in 2000, maybe 14, into 14 going into 15, I started accepting Bitcoin in my business, business that I ran. And it was interesting because I had a few people actually use it back then. And I had an epiphany one day, because in my business, I've had issues with chargebacks. Okay. And it's frustrating. It was fraudulent too. They ordered a good, or they actually ordered a service from me. I rendered the service, and it was a chargeback done. Now, what do? The services have been rendered. They got what they wanted, and then they took their money back. So with cryptos, the concept of, and I think it talks about a little bit in this article here, in the highlight here, the odds of me getting my wallet, typing in my credit card info, all of my personal info, and likely having to sign up for a monthly subscription is next to zero. So it talked about like how the antiquated system, basically, if we had to compare apples to apples, or make it an apples to apples situation versus credit cards, traditional legacy system, payment system, and crypto, the equivalent to making a transaction in the crypto world as though it was a credit card or debit card transaction would literally be me, creating a wallet, right? Putting, I don't know, whatever amount, let's just say $1,000 in there. And literally when I go to a store or shop online, I'm giving them my private key so that they can go in, take whatever amount we agreed upon. I'm literally letting them get my private key and have my public key, going in there, taking, let's say I'm buying some Yeezys or something. I don't even know how much those cost. Let's just say $200. I let them take my private key. They go in, take the $200, and then that's it. They still got my private key. They still have my credit card number. They got the expiration date. They got the CVC. They got this, they can go back later and take more if they want it. That's literally the equivalent. That's what we do today. We give every person, every place we shop, we give them our private key to our bank account. It's insane, right? With cryptos, it's the other way around. You don't give permission to take money. You actually send the money. It's a push action versus a get action. So I just had an epiphany that day when I first started accepting crypto in my business and said, wow, this is great. This will have some future for sure. That is it though, ladies and gents. Hope you found today's episode entertaining. I sure had a lot of fun. And I'm going to definitely cover this one tomorrow, man. Alex Jones ordered to pay a Billy. That is financial suicide. RIP to Alex Jones. He's done. He's done, man. He is done. Again, guys, 49 people in the building. Please hit that thumbs up before you check out of here. Thank you for tuning in. It's my two Satoshis. I'm out of here. Holla!
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.